Last week, the initial B-52 Stratofortress was delivered to the Boeing facility in San Antonio, Texas, for the purpose of installing a highly potent Active Electronically Scanned Array AESA radar system on board. This upgrade will significantly enhance the bomber's targeting capabilities. The new radar system for the B-52, called the APG-79, closely resembles the radar employed in numerous exported versions of America's FA-18 Super Hornet. Consequently, the B-52, a heavy payload bomber, will possess a more technologically advanced onboard radar than Russia's leading fourth-generation fighter, the Su-35. Modernizing the B-52 for a new era, the Boeing B-52 Stratofortress, also known as a BUF, an acronym derived from Big Ugly Fat Fuck, took to the skies in 1952 and is projected to outlast not just one, but two subsequent heavy payload bombers that were introduced to replace it. As the supersonic B-1B Lancer and stealthy B-2 Spirit approach retirement, the B-52 is undergoing a technological upgrade to ensure its relevance for decades to come. The future of America's bomber fleet is expected to comprise modernized Stratofortresses and Northrop Grumman's advanced new B-21 Raider, set to enter service in the early 2030s. Upon completion of the comprehensive updates, America's revitalized bombers will be equipped with 8 new Rolls-Royce F-130 turbofan engines controlled by state-of-the-art digital engine control systems. Engine replacement became necessary as the long-serving Pratt & Whitney TF33PW103 turbofan engines used in the B-52 are no longer in production. However, the F-130 engine is not merely a direct replacement. Rather than developing an entirely new engine, Rolls-Royce opted to adapt its existing commercial BR-725 engine, typically employed in business jets with extended flight durations like the Gulfstream G650. This engine is also used in similar military platforms such as the C-37 VIP transport and E-11 BACN, Battlefield Airborne Communications Node. Consequently, the newly introduced F-130 engines for the B-52 capitalize on refinements derived from over 27 million hours of accumulated engine flight experience. Rolls-Royce assures that these engines will yield a significant improvement in fuel efficiency and range. Although specific figures have not been disclosed, both Boeing and Rolls-Royce have claimed an increase in range ranging from 30% to as much as 40%. The vast fleets of tanker aircraft in the United States often overshadow the significance of extending the range of aircraft like the B-52. However, an enhanced range not only benefits overall operational costs, but also significantly reduces the expenses and logistical strain associated with coordinating tanker flights during bombing operations, as emphasized by Boeing. While these powerful new engines will enable the B-52 to continue flying for an estimated additional 3 decades, its advanced onboard radar system and accompanying avionics suite will ensure its formidable combat capabilities endure for an equally extended period. APG-79, the B-52's new fighter radar. Despite numerous updates and enhancements to the B-52 over the years, the current versions of the aircraft, known as BUFs, are still equipped with the APG-166 mechanically scanned array radar from the 1960s, although it underwent some upgrades in the 1990s. However, due to the radar's age and technological limitations, maintaining it has become increasingly challenging, as it is no longer in production. Consequently, the Air Force has made the decision to replace the outdated radar with a significantly more advanced and powerful system that will not only enhance the traditional functions of the AN/APQ-166, but also introduce several new capabilities. The B-52's new radar system, called the AN/APG-79 Bomber Modernized Radar System, is an Active Electronically Scanned Array (AESA) radar set. It is essentially the same radar array utilized in many FA-18 Super Hornets and EA-18G Growlers, but it has been inverted to focus its capabilities towards the ground rather than the sky. Unlike the previous mechanically scanned array radar, which required physical steering during operation, AESA radars have no moving parts. Instead, they employ a multitude of solid-state transmit and receive modules, significantly reducing the risk of failure and the associated maintenance requirements. With the individual solid-state transmit and receive modules, the aircraft can project multiple radar beams in different directions simultaneously without any physical movement of the array. Additionally, AESA radars are highly resistant to jamming as they can leverage a wide range of frequencies simultaneously thanks to the presence of these separate modules. This modern X-band array, which functions similarly to the F-35's AN/APG-81 radar, boasts an impressive reported detection range of over 93 miles, 150 kilometers, for small 1 square meter targets. It provides high-resolution imaging for target identification, facilitating intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance operations. The system excels in identifying, tracking, and guiding weapons towards multiple targets simultaneously. It also possesses the capability of synthetic aperture mapping, SAR, enabling the creation of three-dimensional reconstructions of landscapes, terrain, and even specific targets. In fact, this powerful new radar array surpasses the capabilities of radar systems found in some of Russia's highly acclaimed fighters. The B-52's new radar outperforms the radar system of Russia's Su-35. While Russia's most advanced Su-57 fighters, which are currently limited in production, may come equipped with a more modern AESA radar, the Su-35, Russia's top-tier frontline fighter, still employs an older radar design called the IRBIS-E. The IRBIS-E utilizes a hybrid passive electronically scanned array radar that requires physical rotation via a hydraulic drive unit. Although this system is dated, it remains potent, albeit not as capable as commonly believed. As with many Russian military technologies, there have been various exaggerated claims made about the IRBIS-E online. Some assert that its detection range for targets of 3 square meters or larger extends beyond 217 miles, 350 kilometers or more. However, many experts have cast doubt on these claims. The 350-kilometer figure seems to be based on the fighter receiving direct cues from nearby radar systems, such as an AWACS. Instead, the IRBIS-E is likely capable of identifying large targets like bombers from a range of up to 155 miles, 250 kilometers, while its range for fighters is limited to approximately 62 miles, 100 kilometers. For comparison, the publicly disclosed detection range of the APG-79 radar installed on the B-52 is 93 miles for targets as small as 1 square meter, which is on the larger end of estimated returns for Russia's stealth fighter, the Su-57. Non-stealth Russian fighters like the Su-27 have a radar return of around 10 to 15 square meters. In one testing video, the IRBIS-E allegedly detected a single target at a range of 166 miles, 268 kilometers, but was unable to target the aircraft until it came within 62 miles. Furthermore, the system could not target an aircraft carrier from beyond 124 miles, 200 kilometers. Moreover, the IRBIS-E lacks data link and data processing capabilities, making it challenging to differentiate between friendly and enemy targets and rendering it incapable of leveraging fire-and-forget weapon systems.